So what is up, guys? Say it's it's raining outside pretty bad, so we're just gonna do an inside video. So this whole video is gonna show what it takes to import an actual military full auto rifle, import it into the civilian market for us Americans to shoot. So I bought this cetme gun a long time ago, and I remember watching a video on Forgotten Weapons where he goes over all the things he had to do to import this gun. And I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know all that stuff really went into it. And then once I got this parts kit, I'm like a mechanical kind of guy. I got to know how things work. And so I took it apart and I was like, wow, they really had to do a lot of stuff just to make this gun come in. And I was like, I wonder what kind of profit margins there are in these things, you know? It's only paid a couple $100 for this. I'm sure they probably bought them for dirt cheap, but the amount of work that had to go into each single one, they had to do it by hand, is kind of mind-blowing, to be honest with you. But so this is the military one. It probably came from South America or Africa, who knows. She got some confirmed kills on her, which is kind of spooky. So that's the machine gun part. That's the trigger pack here. And I was wrong before. I thought they put these stakes in there so you couldn't pull the trigger pack right out, but you absolutely can. I knew this from the get-go. This was the main difference here, as you can see on here. But the extent that they had to go to do that, so when you import them, you have to make sure that you can't easily make it a machine gun again. And they did a really good job at doing that, because there was literally no way that you can just put that right in there. So this is just semi-auto. So I have it just taken apart here, partially. They put a pin on here so you couldn't put it in a third position. I just took that off because that's safe and fires up here. It's just, with shooting ARs, you're used to putting it down there. So it doesn't do anything. It's just for make it more comfortable. So let me pull this guy off here. Hold on one sec. There we go. So this is it. You can see it doesn't have the disconnect there. Let me pull this out real quick. So if you ever need to take these apart, you just push it up past there. That safety comes right out, and then they literally just come straight the fuck out. So you can see in the receivers the difference there. So that obviously this has that, but you can see what they did. They took that off, and then on the gun itself, they welded this on there where that would normally go. And it won't fit because it's too wide. But even if it did, so this, they have like this latches over top there, and they had this block in there. So I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna even show, because that's illegal. But so you can see the difference. What they did is really neat. So they cut the receiver or the trigger packs up. This is the full auto one. This is a civilian one. So you can see the difference. They cut it and welded that plate on there so it can sit in there. There's no way for you to just drop this in there. Even if you got rid of that part, you still, like, there's not enough room. Or excuse me, if you can't just cut this, because that is the auto sear, like what grabs the hammer when you pull it back. Okay, so that's full auto, full chooch. So it's kind of hard to do like this, but you can see how that grabbed there, and then when your bolt comes up, hits there, that disconnects. So you need a little bit of room in there for that to work, and there's just no way with that in there. And you can't just take that out, because that's literally what sits on the gun. So pretty neat, I thought. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And the fact that they do this, it's really nice when this is like a safety. So you cannot have an out of battery fire with this group, because what this does, when your bolt's back, it blocks the hammer from going forward. So as the bolt comes forward, it moves out of the way. And right there on this one, then your bolt would hit that disconnect. I'm not going to do it because it's probably going to smack me in the finger again. But yeah, just a quick little video. I just want to show you like all the stuff they actually did to import these guns to the United States. And there is another company out that you can still buy these guns. PSA had them on sale for $700, I think. Very good gun. Like I said, they got a roller delay in them. And the accuracy of these guns and the smoothness and reliability. I mean, these things shoot so smooth. Like, you don't know you're shooting a 308. Very, very loud. Probably one of the loudest guns I have. But yeah, I just want to make this little video. Share with you guys a little bit of history on these guns. I always found them interesting. It's one of my favorite guns, for sure. It's just so much fun to shoot. I love these old surplus guns. I love the history of them. And new guns, they don't have this kind of history and stuff. They don't have this, even the things that people did, you know, back in the day. I don't know. You just don't get that with new guns. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys.